Du-du-dum. I do love making that sound when the music finishes playing. But everyone, hello, wherever you are. Welcome to today's live stream showcase on Windows and you, which is all to do specifically with the new accessibility features built into Windows 11 as of the 2022 H2 update and more recently, the 28th of February 2023 update. My name is Ben, one of your product evangelists in the Expert Zone UK and I team, one half of your host today, joined by my awesome colleague, which I'm going to leave you to introduce himself to.
All right. What is up, everybody? I'm Matt. I am also one of the Microsoft Expert Zone UKI team, working with Microsoft to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. Boom. Mic drop.
Oh, come on, given the mission statement as well, and we're gonna pretty much lead into what this live stream is all about. Which, if you could not tell, mate, I love the merch. By the way,
It's
this
nice, isn't it? These are nice,
as
right?
listen as a weakness, I'm just a sucker for merch. I love merch, and this is like bespoke to Windows and you, which is all in relation to what this campaign is all about. We've got a whole campaign going on. It's not just a live stream that we're using to kick things off. You're going to be seeing some things that we'll be telling you about throughout the weeks, which is going to be awesome and great. And yeah, me and Matt are going to kick things off and it's going to be awesome. But of course, we would not be doing this without you, our audience, coming in, tuning in, engaging. So whoever is watching this now live, and also shout out to the replay crew and squad. We really appreciate you taking your time to engage and watch. And hopefully, you will get to learn about all things that is new with Windows 11 and Windows and you and all the new accessibility features.
Yeah.
How you doing, Matt? How you doing,
I'm
Matt? How
good,
you doing,
mate.
Matt?
I'm good. I am good. I love a bit of accessibility, as you know.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, there's some really cool, exciting things to talk about. Um, and I'm just anxious to show everybody. I want people to see what's going down. Like I'm hoping that this. I know that Suitors is in the chat, so I want to say hello to Neil Suitors in the chat. There he
Hey,
is.
what's good,
Welcome,
Sue?
welcome.
Welcome.
Um, yeah, I'm excited just to show the world some of the cool things that I like. Like you said, some of these have been around since the 2022 update, which was the H2 update of October last year.
October last year, yep.
But as of February 28th, a
Oh yeah.
couple of these things have grown up. So
Uh-huh.
I'm very excited just to show people what it does.
There was a jingle that came in my head that I was about to sing, and I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. The minute I heard All Grown Up, I was like, maybe the people don't know the show that I'm talking about. Anywho, as I like to tangent and sidetrack, welcome all in all. We really do appreciate you all in the comments joining. Suitors, of course. Welcome, Jack. Thank you so much for joining. We really appreciate it. Again, look, there's so many other features that have come to Windows 11 as of the 22H2 and the 20th of February, but we are, of course, zoning in on the awesomeness that is Windows and you and accessibility. And this is really just down to the Windows 11 message. And a friendly reminder to all that don't know what the Windows 11 message is all about. It really is the bedrock. Oh, I love bedrock. Don't know why that
Ooh,
word came to mind. I
that
like
was
bedrock.
nice.
Yeah, it's like foundation was felt to, my inner thesaurus kicked in as a bedrock.
Is that a dinosaur?
Oh, mate, I think it has to be a place or a dinosaur, right?
A thesaurus, all right. So you've just referenced bedrock and a dinosaur. Oh no, the thesaurus. Not okay. Sorry, I get you now. I get
It
you.
could be. It could be. It could be. You see, it interlinks, which really is the foundation to what Windows and you is all about and accessibility. And just a friendly reminder, what the Windows 11 message is really about is making the everyday easier. And there's four pillars and there's four staples that really push that narrative forward and just, helps make the everyday easier. And it's all about, just making it easier to use, making your device
Yeah,
easier to use, making it easier to be productive, not just productive, but easier to be productive. Um, Bringing you things that are making it easier for you to stay safe in all different aspects, whether it's ease of logging in or keeping track of viruses, but also easier to play. We work so hard in a fast-paced environment that making it easier to play and having less hurdles to get to your recreational activities with your devices is so important. But out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
those four, we're gonna circle back to the ease of use, right? Easier to use in relation to accessibility. And when we think about accessibility, what I like to think about is the power of accessibility, the quality of accessibility, the ease of accessibility, and the most important thing, the effectiveness of accessibility to all users,
yeah,
right? It's not just to a specific group of people that are maybe have a form of difficulty, but to all users. And I think me and you would resonate with that, which we
yeah,
will share.
100%. So
We
this
will
is the
share.
thing, and like you've hit the nail on the head there, right? So Windows 11, as you say, make the everyday easier, but it's not just making the everyday easier. It's making the everyday easier for people of all abilities, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like everybody has been in that situation where maybe you've broken an arm or you've got a bit of a cold and or whatever it is, and you for whatever reason can't access your PC. Like it happened to
Yeah.
me during lockdown, right? I dislocated my shoulder and I couldn't use a keyboard properly. But then obviously there's people out there that have conditions or scenarios that like disabilities and things like that that just that this is their daily base like daily lives, right? So it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
making the same things accessible for all and making everybody's life easier, and that's what I love about finding accessibility features within Windows 11, because every time I find an accessibility feature that helps me, I hear about 100 different ways that it helps other people,
Yeah.
and people with it with all kinds of abilities, right? And that's what I love about it. As soon as I find one, and there's another one that just pops up and makes me go, "Wow, that's amazing!"
Yeah, we also learn through, and I always say this: if you look at what Windows 11 was when it first, was officially released, October 2021, it feels like it is literally the gift that keeps on giving in
Yeah.
terms of these updates that are coming to it. From stability to feature updates and feature improvements, as we like to call it. With certain features growing up and becoming even more robust, more consistent, more responsive, more powerful. I love it. I love it. I think with this campaign and what we're doing with Windows and You, I'm really looking forward to showing people, because if you consider the four areas that Windows builds accessibility on, those areas are vision,
Hmm.
hearing,
Yeah.
interaction, and then a special category by itself, which is really I love that one, which is obviously neurodiversity slash learning. You've got features like immersive reader that's in there, amongst other things, which won't be touching on that necessarily today, because the three new features will come into the vision, hearing, and interaction. But I think we what does accessibility mean to us, Matt? Right, I'll start with me,
Go
right,
on.
because this is where, like we said earlier, I think we need to grow to the point where our standard of accessibility becomes more of for all users, you know. And if you look at myself, for example, I tend to suffer from like, temporary to slash situational, accessibility difficulties. So I
Right.
travel a lot, fortunately, for what I do, like just like you with gigging that you do and whatnot, out of work, we have our own passions that interlink to what we do on our day jobs here when
Yeah.
working with Microsoft, which is just the dream for us, right? I tend to suffer from like reduced hearing when I fly for long hours, land. It probably takes me about a day or two
Right.
for my hearing to like actually calibrate, because the cabin pressure can just be so much, that it's very difficult to, if I'm watching certain TV shows, to kind of follow to it and listen to it properly. So, not to give away one of the features, but yeah,
Nah.
captioning is really something that I lean on heavily when I'm watching my TV shows. I'm an absolute fanatic of, pop culture,
Yeah. Yeah.
shows
Yeah.
and whatnot that
Mentioning
I'm
no
on
names.
regularly. No names, no
No
names.
names. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's something I relate to when it comes to temporary to situational, accessibility, difficulty.
Yeah.
So for what I'm classed as the normal person, if that, I don't think I'm normal, but in quotes, how does that relate to you in your situation for accessibility?
It's interesting because obviously, again, this is what I'm saying. You use You use features because you have this this pressure scenario after a
Yeah.
plane, right?
Yeah.
Weirdly, I use things like mono audio, flash my screen because I am hard of hearing. Obviously,
Yeah.
you can't see this, but I do have a bone conduction implant for just
Yeah.
here behind my hearing and behind my headset. Um, that allows me to hear. I am hard of hearing. I'm one of 12 million people in the UK. That's an insane number, right? 12 million people in the UK that have a hearing loss greater than 25 decibel hearing level. So that's an insane amount of people. So I already used features like mono audio because I
Yeah.
have my left side is weaker than my right side. So mono audio puts everything into one
Channel.
single track, so I can hear everything all the time. So people like you, when we're playing certain Halo games, can't creep up on me on the left hand side, right? So I already have those features embedded in my everyday use. I use that. I
Yeah.
use flash my screen because I don't hear audio notifications, so my screen flashes instead. But captioning, um, I thought I would use purely because of my hearing condition. However, I use it in a situational way as well.
Okay.
So I share an office with my wife, who works very high up in a healthcare provider company. Um, and obviously, some of our job is doing things like this and creating cool videos and talking to people about products and being happy. And I'm quite loud, right? So when I'm watching videos back and doing the editing side of things, I have it quite loud so I can hear what's
Yeah.
going on if I'm not
Yeah.
wearing. So my wife would always sort of tap me on the shoulder and go, "You're being too loud, shush," because she'd be on these kind of calls, and I'm like being a child in the corner. So I actually use it when I'm editing videos,
Yeah.
or watching videos, so I
I
can.
never thought of it that way.
Yeah, so obviously she needs me to be quiet, so I can make my PC quiet and still watch. Obviously, I don't want to wear headphones all the time because of my
Yeah, of
ears thing.
course.
So
The pressure.
yeah. So I can use it like that, which is really cool. And again, you don't have to have the same condition as me for it to be useful for you and relatable to you. So yeah, I get that. But I don't, because of my condition, I don't get the pressure in a plane anymore. So that's one good thing about my condition. I don't seem to get the pressure from taking flights as regular anymore.
And it's each in like I'm really glad you shared that because each situation relates, and this is what we mean about it is for all users. You'd be very surprised how it could be you're at an airport or you're at
Yeah,
a restaurant or coffee shop that is a bit louder than usual for some reason, but that is the only place that you can be to work.
yeah,
And you might need one of the accessibility features that really help you to zone in to make that situation in your everyday easier. Um, when you did put the stat of 12 million, my pinky finger was getting a twitch to signify a way to say it. But again,
I
not to
see
get
what
in
you mean.
trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
For
lot
those
of
that get
people
that
though.
reference.
That's a lot of people if you think about it. So like, that we're just talking about like a hearing impairment there. Like with
Yeah.
if you think there's another stat off the top of my head, because I've been living accessibility for a while, there's 2.28 million people with a vision, like moderate to severe
Yeah.
vision impairment in the UK. One in five people in the UK are disabled. So that's just that side of the ability scale, right? That's not including people that have that situation or that temporary ability need as well. So if you think about all the amount of people that there are, um, accessibility is a must. It can't be like an add-on. It has to
Yeah.
be part
Yeah.
of everything that we do.
Yeah. And I agree with that so much. And now that we've shared our story, right? I think everyone wants to know that what does that relate into Windows 11 with the current and new updates from 22H2 into the 28th of February 2023. But before we do that, we've got a special video to play that tells a bit of a story of the people behind these new features in the three areas that we are talking about when it comes to accessibility for vision, hearing, and also interaction. Matt, roll it.
People with disabilities have different lived experience. We bring solutions to things that are really beneficial, better for everyone. The important thing is that you include us, and in that collaboration, we can create something together. And that is true human creativity.
My role is developing features for our built-in screen reader Narrator. You know, one of the pieces of feedback that we heard was that the voices were sounding very robotic.
This is Narrator Home, where you can get.
Think about listening to a voice 8 hours a day.
Recently, we are investing heavily to make natural sounding voices available in Narrator.
Narrator is a screen reader that describes aloud what's on
My
the screen,
favorite voice
so you
is
can
the
use
Aria
information
voice.
to navigate.
Others really like the Jenny voice.
To start or stop Narrator, press the Windows logo key.
The response was fantastic. Keep providing that level of feedback. It's a joy to be a part of that process.
One of the biggest questions that the design team asked itself was, how can we do better? Voice access allows the user to control Windows 11 completely hands-free. Show numbers here. Click for. My personal favorite part of voice access is how beautiful it is. Assistive technologies tend to never get the same polish that perhaps mainstream experiences do. We really wanted to put our foot down and change that for the better.
As designers, it's really important to try to solve for real problems and real people. It always went back to Leah's story.
At the beginning of the pandemic, the things I didn't notice before became very clear to me and very frustrating, specifically the lack of captions. So I ended up using my laptop, plus I had my phone, and that's how I hacked my solution to give myself full access.
Here's a huge opportunity for Windows as we think about the next set of features and something that can be really useful for a broader audience.
Live captions, it's a really small piece of UI that you can move anywhere. It allows us to reflect back on how we can design better for everyone. It's really exciting.
I joined conversations, I provided feedback, and now I use it in some situations, and it is a game changer.
You know, there's no I in team, and it takes all of us.
In order to create something to solve for one, while also extending to many.
And if you didn't pick it up, oh man, if you didn't pick it up, people, the cat is out of the bag. That's the video that shows you the amazing group of people just in a small smidget that were really behind pushing these new accessibility features and improvements into what is built in. Mind you, very important to understand, built into Windows 11. And from the top, we've got it under Vision, which is our new and improved narrator with new natural sounding voices. Next up, right after that, is hearing. Under the hearing category, we've got system-wide audio live captions, and we cannot wait to showcase and demonstrate that to you and show you where you can access that. And last but absolutely, and we mean absolutely not the least, is just in no particular order, under interaction and mobility assistance, we've got voice access, which if the eagle-eyed people knew and were paying attention, was there, but was in preview. It's one of those features that has grown up and it's now mature to now be out of preview. And again,
It's
we
mature.
cannot show.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's
it's like,
grown
it's
up.
just, it's grown up. It's like, when someone gets a little preview, but now it's like, hey, I've previewed, like I'm ready now. It's like
I'm
the
ready.
training wheels
Yeah,
are
yeah,
off.
yeah.
It's like the training wheels are off effect. So again, cannot wait for us to showcase that to you. Those are the 3 new features that fall into those categories. And start from the top. We are actually, you know what? I saw a comment.
Yeah, have a little look, because I mean, Dave Atkins has been a bit naughty here. He's saying that he's saying he's been a bit slow posting at work. But thank you for joining us. Obviously, we're going to show you some cool features that you could probably hopefully use at work. And he says, he hopes the 2 Evangelist Titans are doing okay. I'm guessing you're talking about us. We're doing fine. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Dave.
This is good. I like this from Mr. Suitors in chat as well. He says, my dad struggles with his vision and backgrounds with certain colors and losing the mouse pointer. So he showed him mouse and pointer and color filters, and now
Oh,
has a different color pointer, etc. This is a big one, right? So for those people don't know that this is just part of Windows. This actually mouse pointer's been
thing.
around for a while, and that's Windows and U. We're going to talk about this in a minute. If you just click Windows and U on your Windows 11 PC, you can access mouse and cursor settings to set the size. So obviously, if they struggle with magnification, maybe, or the color, or even if you're using a touch screen, you might be touching the screen and you want to see where you're touching. You can access all of that from these settings. So, but those are some features that have been around for a while. Thanks for sharing that, Neil. That was, but that's
Neil,
great that you've
awesome.
shown him.
Awesome. Awesome. And again, please do feel free to let us know your past experience to current experiences with accessibility assistance with Windows, how that relates to what we described as permanent, situational, or temporary,
Yeah.
and how that's helped your everyday become easier. And we really do hope that the little preview from the video and what we're going to showcase right now with these new features built in really help take that further. So let's start from the top.
Yeah.
Narrator.
Want to go for it?
Man.
Okay, so
Let's go for it.
I'm going to take the helm here. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm also going to have to just make sure that because of the audio setup that we've got here, Ben's promised me that he's going to be quiet so you can hear Narrator do its thing. So in fact, I'm just going to mute him. So we should be able to hear him now. There we go. Right. Right. So I'm going to share my screen. So here we go. You should see my screen now. So as of the 22 H2 Windows 11 update that happened in October, and you saw in that video, and the one thing I liked about that video is it showcased that Microsoft's commitment to accessibility. They are hiring people, inclusive hiring with the abilities that are needed to make the everyday easier for all abilities. And the first one that you saw was Narrator. So you should be able to see my screen now. And as I said, to access all of this stuff, you just hit Windows and U, and ta-da! All of the accessibility features that are available on your Windows 11 device are here, ready to be played around with. So hopefully, and let me know in chat if this does work, we're going to click on Narrator. So here it is in the vision section. Nice big section here. Everything from text size, visual effects, mouse pointer and touch, which we just spoke about, and things like magnifier, all here. But the one I want to show you is Narrator. So we have new natural sounding voices in Narrator. If you go down all the way down here, you'll see all of the different settings available for Narrator. And here it says add natural voices. So I can click this and it will give us a list. Normally there's 3 here. I have installed one of them. I have installed Aria. I like Aria. She's my favorite natural voice. But we also have Guy and we have Jenny. Now, just before we say this, one thing I want to say is, have you ever, and Ben, I know you're on mute, right? But have you ever, just give me a nod, have you ever been on a phone to a company and it's been an automated robotic voice and they're like, please press 1 after the tone. La la la. Please state this, and it's so robotic that it's almost you switch off and you find it really difficult to carry on, right? Imagine that, but in the screen reader Narrator. Narrator's voice was quite robotic. So they've made a couple of natural voices thanks to the feedback that people had given. And I'm going to preview Guy. Guy's quite cool, so hopefully you should be able to hear this.
Hello, my name is Guy. I am a high-quality speech voice that you can use for your screen reading needs with Narrator, which is the screen reader app built into Windows. You can use my voice while interacting and reading text with Narrator, and I hope you give me a try.
So there's Guy. That's quite natural sounding. And we've got Jenny. We're going to preview Jenny as well.
My name is Jenny. I am a high-quality speech voice that you can use for your screen reading needs with Narrator, which is the screen reader app built into Windows. You can use my voice while interacting and reading text with Narrator, and I hope you give me a try.
There we go. So those are the 2 that I haven't installed. I'm going to show you the one that I have in a minute. But the cool thing with this is when we obviously that's a pre-recorded like a preset text, but when we're using our PCs, it's random. We're going to be using it for different websites, and people that have vision impairments are going to be using it, creating documents and all kinds of things. So obviously the process of actually reading something that's being made on the fly, this makes it sound less robotic, right? So I'm just going to launch Narrator now with Aria. This is the Aria voice that I have installed to the device.
Settings window, narrator, toggle switch, on.
Okay, and I'm going to open up a document.
Matt's document hashtag word window. Matt's document hashtag. Matt's document hashtag last saved by user, editing.
So like it's just telling me what the document is there, but the cool thing is if I click on the text, tells me
provides. Paste in the embed code for the video you want to add.
See,
you can also type a keyword to search.
And obviously, for people that are vision impaired, they might not be able to use the mouse. You can use the up and the down
Video
keys.
provides a powerful way to help you prove your point. When you click online video, you can paste in the embed code for the video you want to add. You can also type a keyword to search online for the video that best fits your document.
Perfect stuff, right? So it just sounds a little bit more natural than that robot.
Exiting narrator.
Oh, sorry, exiting narrator. It just sounds a little bit more natural than it did before, and you have a choice of which one that you like the sound of. I liked Aria, but you might like Guy, you might like Jenny, and it's completely up to you. And the cool thing that I haven't mentioned, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and bring Ben back in right now because he's been sat there like very patient. There he is. So the one thing that we haven't mentioned about Narrator, we've had natural voices, which was the demo that I wanted to show you and what it does. But one thing we haven't mentioned is of the 28th of February, they now have Braille support for blind users that use a Braille reader. So Narrator has Braille support now as well, which is insane. Really cool.
Yeah, this is, I'll say this. Guy is my guy. That is my guy. Like cueing the dad jokes. I like to slide them in when I get the opportunity to. Yeah, like honestly, this is such a powerful progression in Narrator, new and improved. It's something that was there, but we talk about improvements, new features, and progression. This is one of them. We're seeing in the chat that someone's saying that they prefer Jenny, and that's you, Neil. I see you there. I see you, and Warren's in the chat. So I said, "Go Aria." Okay, Team Aria. Like I'm going to you, Guy. I feel like Guy's just not getting enough love. Like that's my guy. He's a cool cat. So I work with that, but this is just brilliant to see. And like you said, consider the people that need it, whether on a permanent basis, temporary basis, situational basis, to have to hear a robotic voice for long successions of time. This is just going to ease that in and just bring that closer to that feeling of someone naturally talking to you to help you. And again, bringing it back to making it every day easier with easier to use. It's so important for that. So important.
Imagine, like I said about being on the phone, imagine you've been on a phone call for 10 minutes and how frustrated you feel just speaking to a robot on a phone call. But imagine trying to do an 8-hour day at an office and you have to rely on that robotic voice. It must be draining. And that's the good thing is they've taken the feedback from these users and they've created this on the back of that. So the thing that you said at the beginning, like Windows 11 in 2021 to what it is now, the users are feeding back and constantly helping create a better user experience. As they said in the video, benefit for one will extend to many. And that's really, really cool.
It is the gift that keeps giving, and we cannot wait for more. And we are appreciating what is available now after these two awesome updates into Windows 11.
Cool.
Who's ready for the next one? Who's ready for the next one?
You can join me for the next one. You can join me.
Oh man, I can't wait. And then obviously the next one is within the hearing section, and that is live captions, specifically system-wide audio live captions. And that is also including microphone pickup as well, which it just blows my mind having such a powerful tool that's built into Windows 11. If you think this is something that we've almost learned from the Teams application, right? We know the power of what Teams has in terms of transcribing audio, translating audio,
and PowerPoint's had it in for a while too.
Absolutely. And if you think about these principal applications that work well on Windows, but are available in all other platforms as well. This is natively built into the system and operating system of Windows 11. That just blows my mind. I
And
don't
one
know
thing
about
I
you,
want
but
to
I'm like,
say, I want to
ooh,
say one thing. You said it was, this is built in. So once the update pulls through on your device, and this is like some sort of magic that happens, right? 9 times out of 10, the question that I get when we talk about live captions is, do you have to be on the internet for this to work? No. Once you've got the download on your device, this will work offline as well. So it's like crazy magic. It works offline. So it downloads the pack to your device, and then you can have system-wide captions on any audio. So have you ever had that, Ben? Have you ever had that where you were a kid and you listened to a song, and then you grow up, you sing the song to somebody, and they go, "That's not the lyrics."
you're saying as a kid, I still have that issue.
Now you can find out all of those missing lyrics to the songs because it's built into your device, right? So let me show you live captions up and running. And again, what do you need to do? The first thing you need to do to get Windows and Windows and and it
Windows and
opens
you,
it up.
baby.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
And this time we're going to head down. We're going to head down to hearing, right? So we've got 2 sections here: audio, mono audio, and audio notifications. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of this session.
Exactly, reference at the beginning.
Yeah. So I use that on a daily basis. Helps me a lot. So if you want to go check them out, go check them out. But now we're going to talk about captions, in particularly live captions.
Live captions.
And here they are. You can see there's a little preview at the top. We can turn them on and have them just here. I won't have them there. I just want to show you some other stuff. There is also another hotkey to open live captions directly, so you don't even have to press Windows and U, and that's Windows Control and L. And that will come, it'll turn on live captions as well. And one thing I want to say while it's just here is you can change the position. You can have it at the top of your device like this, or you can have it at the bottom, or as I like to have it floating on the screen so I can literally put it anywhere I want. I just want to say hello to Gareth, who's just said hello. Hi, Gareth, who's just popped in. Hey, nice to see you. And we've got Warren coming back. We don't want Warren again. There we go. We love you, Warren, but we've already had that on the screen. So yeah, there we go. So that's live captions here, and we've got it turned on. The cool thing is as well is you can edit this. You can customize this to look how you want it to look. So if you maybe are colorblind, or I don't know, you suffer from something like dyslexia maybe, or something like that, and certain colors you find hard to read, you can edit what your captions look like. You can edit the background, you can have the opacity, you can have the window that it's in, completely editable to you, which again is really, really cool. And as I said, system-wide audio. So let's have a little look at a video. I've got one here ready to go. And I've turned it right down so you can't hear it. Okay. And I will be able to hear it a little bit, but you guys won't be able to hear it. But you should still be able to see what the video is saying with the live captions. And as you saw there as well, I can edit the size of the captions bar as well. So it's completely customizable. Let's turn it on. It's a beautiful man right there, isn't it? Good. So there we go. Right. So you can have live captions on any audio. So I'm hoping you might not be able to hear it. I can. And you can see what I'm talking about without having the sound on. So this is brilliant for me. But I'm going to pause the video because it's going to get, and I'm going to ask Ben now, so you can actually include the microphones as well. So not only can this be used to watch audio and listen to audio, you can actually include your microphone. So if you're doing a show like this or a presentation, let me turn it on.
Oh yes. Oh man, this is good. This is the magic part that I really want everyone to see. This is live captions in full action, using a microphone, picking it up, transcribing. This is system wide.
It's
This
cool, isn't
is impressive. This is just cool. This is the stuff we dreamed of as kids, and it's happening live right now. That says it all. To me, that says it all. From any audio that's playing, you saw Matt demonstrating that, to now, it following exactly what I am saying. That is phenomenal.
It's good stuff,
So
isn't it?
it just hits different. It hits different every single time. And I have to say, this one is a bravo moment for Windows 11 in terms of it being system wide to this level. Yeah, yeah. From the positioning that you can change, the customization of the default 8 settings, including the normal default setting, to then having the option to customize it further with text, background, and the window, and the ability to change the transparency or the fancy word as they use, opacity.
Oh,
This
you
this
say
is just
is that how you? I say opacity. I mean, it depends how
opaque.
opacity, opacity.
I
Okay,
love that.
whichever.
See, tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
um, yeah, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I know it's based on working on speech, but I'm speechless in just how far we've come in general for technology like this. But even just for Windows 11, this is amazing. So to all and everyone, this is live captions working in Windows 11.
It's so cool, isn't it? I love it. Right, so that's live captions, and like I say, system wide, available to everybody. I want to show you another little trick as well. So there's something really cool. We've been saying about Windows and U, but there is also another way to access these, and live captions is part of this. If you hit Windows and A for accessibility, it opens up your quick settings down in the bottom of your device, and you can actually just click accessibility here and toggle on things like live captions and mono audio that I was talking about earlier, and magnifier just here as well, so you can actually magnify your screen, and so on and so forth. So they're making it really, pardon the pun, but they're making it very accessible to be accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Let's have a little
We've
chat.
got people in the chat. We've got people in the chat. Who we got? We got Gareth Smith. Hello. Obviously, Gareth said hi already.
It's going to bring in Gareth Smith. There we go. Look.
All right. So it says if anyone here is a Windows Insider, Windows Insider, which if you did want to, at your own risk, of course, you can go to the check update section and you can enroll in the Insiders program. You get a bit of preview inside. There's a few more accessibility enhancements to File Explorer and voice access. You see, when you're part of the inside crew, you see certain things that people just don't see yet until it becomes public. I'm telling you, the Windows 11 experience is the gift that keeps giving, and there's even little treats known as the insiders. Good shout on that. Thanks for that, Gareth. Really, really
Cheers, Gareth.
appreciate that.
One thing I don't know if this is a reference to the demos or the fact that I called myself beautiful, but thank you, Amy, for getting involved.
Amy! Hello, Amy. Thanks for joining today's stream. Really appreciate you being here.
All right, cool. So that was number 2. So out of the 3 features we're showing off today, we've shown off natural voices in Narrator, and we've shown my favorite. Actually, I say live captions should be my favorite because it's the one I use the most. But I would say this one is the one that makes it's the wow one for me.
Oh my goodness. And this is really under interaction mobility, really pushing what a true quality hands-free experience is when navigating.
Fact,
and this is all down to voice access.
Yeah, look, this is what you've just said and what Gareth has just put in the chat lies hand in hand, right? So it's yeah, I love this. Windows isn't built for us, for all of us. It's built for each of us. And this shows, again, as Ben just said, anybody that wants to use their hands-free, PC, this is the one for you. This is called voice access. Can anybody in chat please tell me, how do we access voice access? I'm just going to wait here until someone types it in. This is where they actually do it on the keys and it just pops up on their PCs. Yeah, how do we access voice access? Can anybody tell me? I wonder what it is. I don't know what we're talking about here. Does anybody tell me how we do this? Let's try it. Windows and U. There it is. Windows and U. Hold the Windows key down, hit the U key, and it opens up all of these lovely things. And then interaction. This time we're going to go to speech. And it says here, voice access right at the top. Now, the cool thing with this is you can go into Windows and U and you can turn it on here, toggle it on and off. or you can type it into the search bar. Windows and you, baby. Warren D says Windows and you. There we go. I'm going to put it up there. He got there. He pressed it. He did it. Yeah, so you can do it here, toggle it on and off. You can do it in the search bar, the start menu, and search for it that way. But you can also click this little icon here and have it on when your PC boots up. So if you can't, you have mobility issues, or you can't use your hands, or you just need to, maybe you're holding a baby and you're actually nursing a child, and you can't do any work with your hands, you can just have it turn on with your PC, right? Okay, so the cool thing with this, and this is difficult because I'm going to have to try and talk to my PC and to you at the same time without my PC responding to me. So, again, Ben, I'm going to ask you while I do this, if you would, thank you very much, just for a minute, and we'll try and get a nice little demo of this working. Now, turning it on, you will see voice access is appearing at the top of the screen. There's a little bar at the top, and it's actually in sleep mode right now. And there is a little question mark at the top. This will boot up a little user interface. And here we've got something called the interactive guide, which I'm going to open up now. Now, what you can do is when you turn on voice access for the first time, it will take you through the interactive guide, right? But if you want to find it after the fact, you hit that little question mark in the top right and you can open it up. Now, all you have to do is follow the commands on the screen, right? Simple as that. So this is where I have to try and just talk to my PC and not to you for a minute. So bear with me. And I'm going to talk to my PC and we're going to try and actually complete the challenges that we have in front of us. So here we go. Voice access, wake up. Click animal friend. Click cat. Show numbers here. Click 15. Click next. Maximize window. Show grid here. 6. Undo that. 6. Click 4. Click next. View commands. Start scrolling down. There we go. Voice access, sleep. I nearly started talking to you then. I was like, there we go, and it started doing things. But as you can see, I didn't use my mouse. I didn't use my keyboard. I was talking to my device and I followed the instructions and I was clicking things and I was scrolling and I was clicking. And it's really, really cool. You're able to use the entirety of your PC and any apps and any web-based things that you might be on, all that kind of stuff, just using your voice. It's incredible.
Dude, the part where dragged the mouse to 4 creeped me out. Sorry. I got scared for a bit. I was like, oh, it's taken over. Oh, my goodness.
The one that gets me is the numbers. So I'll do it again. Voice access, wake up. Voice access, wake up. Show numbers here. 1. Click number 1. So then obviously I'm talking now and it's like, I've got to shut it down. Hold on. Voice access, sleep. So there we go. Right. Otherwise, it will just keep doing things. So it's cool. You can pick the numbers and it will just do what you want it to do. It's so cool. It's really, really cool. And like I say, it's hard to show this to people because obviously everybody's got to be quiet and you've got to do. But somebody who needs this is a game changer.
That is sorcery. That's not even magic. That is a next level sorcery. Wow. I've seen this, but just I don't know that part where the mouse dragged that freaked me out. I was like, you know what? And I dare I say it again. I just really appreciate just the visual care as well. The visual care of Windows 11 cross border just keeps getting better and better. Just that bit more,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
the circles of the the speech circles of the numbers when it pops up, how they transition as well. All these things make it. You don't realize these are what I like to categorize as intangibles. They're
Yeah.
great in terms of visually to take in. So, Matt, thank you for
No
really
worries, no
just
worries. In
demoing
fact,
each section out.
Jack has hit the nail on the head there, right? It's just amazing. It is
It is.
amazing,
It
right?
is. It is. It is. It is. And it does tie back into the original message of Windows 11 making it every day easier by making your device easier to use. And in relation to accessibility, it's all about making accessibility more powerful, higher quality, more responsive, and just more efficient. And this is so great. We cannot wait to see what's going to be built on in terms of future builds. But for now, as of the 2020 H2 update and the 28th of February 2023 update, this is what you're having with the new additional features and improvements of accessibilities built into Windows 11. So if you do have a Windows 11 powered device, feel free, jump on it. Jump on it. This could be such a great help on top of all the other builds that are there as well. In relations to what we're doing with Windows and you, the magic combination that
Yeah,
puts
that's it.
Windows and you
All you
together.
have to do
When
is
it,
just remember this, and look,
that's it.
we showed you 3 features. Then that's just the 3 newest updated features. There are so many, and what I said before is every time I do something with an accessibility feature or I look at an I find something else
Oh yeah,
that can either help me or somebody I know. And
yeah,
again,
yeah,
they don't have to have. It's all varying abilities, right? It doesn't
hmm
have to.
yeah.
They don't have to have the same like hearing condition as myself, or it's incredible what you can do with this device. There we go. I love this as well. Gareth's there with the quotes as well today. Windows 11 has continuous innovation. And another tip from Gareth as well, actually, like Windows and you, this is all about accessibility. But if you need to find anything on your device, making it the everyday easier, the search bar is right in that taskbar. You can search for any of these features down there or anything that's on your device. I used it today because I couldn't find the video that I wanted to show. So I had to search the name of the video and I found it. There it was.
Absolutely agreed, Gareth. Honestly, the level of engagement from all of you in the chat, from Gareth, Jack, Warren, Amy, Neil, just thank you all. You all make it worthwhile when we're doing this, and we're learning from your situations as well. Hopefully you're learning from our situations as well, and you're also getting the right information up to date, mind you, to make sure that you are getting the best out of your device, to make sure that your device is making your everyday easier with Windows 11 powering it all. So man, that's a wrap. Honestly, thank you everyone for joining today's stream. And also to state one thing, that this Windows and You campaign, for everyone that's going to watch this back, we really do appreciate the replay squad and replay crew as well. But we do have a long form video coming alongside this so you can
Yeah.
actually capture everything that you've seen in this. But if you are watching in the future, hey, you've probably got access to that video now. So go click it, go watch it, and yeah, be up to date with the latest of accessibility features that have been put into Windows 11 as of the 2020 I always fumble there, that 2020 H2 and 28th of February 2023 updates. And also, this is pretty much a build up and follow up of our previous accessibility video in Windows 11, which Matt actually played to demonstrate what was happening with live captions as well. So if you are on our Expert Zone UK and our YouTube channel, go watch that for reference in the cards above. And also come back to this live stream and the latest video so you are up to date for reference.
We've actually got another live stream as well. So for those people
Oh
that
yeah.
are Windows PC gamers as well, and Xbox gamers and all that kind of stuff, we're going to do some accessibility demos around gaming, whether that be
Oh
on the
yeah.
Windows PC or Xbox. So that's happening as well on the 29th of this month. So if you want to come back and check us out, Christian, who's our gaming guru, if you like, he's going to be going through some of the accessibility features available in Windows and Xbox for that as well.
Oh, can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. With that in mind, thank you all for joining us today on Windows and You, New Accessibilities Feature Showcase built into Windows 11 as of the latest updates. And we hope you all do stay safe during this time, and we will most indeed catch you in the next one. See ya. Bye.
Bye.